What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Cook's World. I'm trying something different today. I'm gonna try some, well first, let me explain. So I want to try something different on the Miata, right? Figured maybe I'll try my hand with some Plasti dip. I got a few cans of black, some matte black Plasti dip and some glossified Plasti dip, which makes just the matte like a little bit more shiny. I'm doing my wheels, by the way. So I did one last night, but I kind of ran out of time. I ran out of daylight actually, and it didn't turn out perfect, but it was good practice though. So check this out. All right, so that's the, and of course this wasn't on here. The center cap wasn't on when I did them, but it turned out kind of, I mean, it's okay. It's not great, but I can feel it like peeling off like at the touch. And I didn't really tape it off all that good. So I got a little bit of overspray where I didn't really want overspray, and then some areas, like in here, I didn't get as good a coverage as I wanted. It's not as bad as actually as the camera's making it look, but for some reason I feel like it needed more drying time too. I don't know. Right here I got pretty good, but like some space like on the, and I'm just doing the center of the wheel, not the lip of the wheel. So I got like some overspray on the lip, but it does come right off just like they say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off the wheels, probably one side at a time, dip those, and I'm gonna mask it off real good this time. So I'm gonna see how much better it does. And everybody that does Plasti dip keep saying that you need to do like 5 light coats. I'm a fan of like lay it on thick. Well, lay it on light first and then start to lay it on thick. That's just me, I've always been that way. So I'm gonna do the second wheel and see how that turns out, and hopefully it's way better than this one. But I'm gonna mask it off real quick and we'll get to it. So now that I got that one off, let's prep it, let's clean it up. It's dirtier than you think it is. Let's get it ready for some Plasti dip. All right, so since I sprayed it off, just wiped it down, it's mainly clean. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for that to dry. Then I'm gonna go back in with some masking tape and some newspaper, and I'm gonna mask it off real good. What I don't want to be sprayed, mainly the lip and the tires, of course, and get back to it. There's a line in there, I don't know if y'all can see, right in there. But that's where I want it to come up to. So, let's see. All right, so I got the first layer of tape done. I'm not even gonna lie, that was hard as shit. And it's not even perfect, but it's gonna do me because there's like a little line in here. I don't know if that's where the rim comes together or what, but that's the line where I want the paint or the Plasti dip to cover, to come up to. So that made it a whole lot easier because it's rising out of the lip, and now I can kind of just throw anything to kind of cover the rest of it up. I ain't gonna lie, that little blue line kind of matched the car, but it's just tape. Let's get to the Plasti dip. Well, I guess actually I'll finish masking it off, covering it up, so I don't get any overspray anywhere, and then I'll go ahead and start applying the Plasti dip. All right, so now that I got everything taped off, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Plasti dip. So I got regular matte black Plasti dip. Like I said, everything I read on the internet says like 5 coats or whatever. So I'm gonna just go and try to get even coverage on everything. And if I see it dripping, now let it dry a little bit longer and come back and do it over until it's the consistency of what I want and what I need to be able to be peelable. That's why I'm using Plasti dip, because I can easily just remove it. Let's go ahead and do first coat. And what I'm seeing too, you gotta shake the living ish out of these cans. And with that, I'm just trying to be able to like make sure I get in all those little spaces and crevices that I didn't get on my first wheel. So hopefully this turns out good. See y'all in a few. I'm gonna apply a few more coats and I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this wheel. And then, like I said, I'll see you in a few. So I wanted to show you guys what it looked like after my first coat. So this is it. It's still, you know, you can see the ceramic color still coming through. I think I was quite generous on the first coat. So I'm gonna go ahead and start applying the second coat and not go too heavy. So like I said, I'm going pretty generous with this Plasti dip. This is my second coat. It's not terrible, but I'm wondering, am I putting on too much? That I'm not sure of. But we're gonna find out. All right, so now that that coat has dried, of course now it wants to rain, but I never let stuff like that bother me. Me and my mom was just talking about it. It looks really good. The camera doesn't really do it justice because it's actually black right now, but it still looks like that ceramic color. But I guess it's just the way the camera is taking in light. But I may do, it got slightly wet. I think I'm gonna try to pat it dry and probably go ahead and put one more coat on here. It looked pretty good. Knock on wood, hopefully it is. But then I'm gonna go ahead and take my masking off, and we're gonna see what this thing look like, and we're gonna call it a day regardless. So, all right, so hopefully anybody watching this video is not as much of an idiot as I am, but whenever you're doing Plasti dip, don't let it get wet. Because what happens is you spray over the wet spots, the water droplets, you get little water spots. But regardless, this is what we're going with, right? So this is the finished product. You can see some of those water spots, but it's gonna ride. It's gonna ride today, all right? So I'm gonna get ready to pull off the masking, and I wanna see exactly how good of a taping job I did, or how bad of a taping job I did. So let's go ahead and get that full reveal, all right? Reveal. All right, so this is this wheel. I think it looked pretty damn good. My masking wasn't too bad. Any little small imperfections you really can't see, but I think it looked pretty damn good. So I'm gonna do like a before and after, and I don't know, you be the judge. And then we're gonna put it back on the car and see what they look like. I think they're gonna look really good, for real. So, all right, so this is the two that I've done so far. This is the one that goes in the rear, that's the one that goes in the front. The one that goes on the front, clearly with that good masking job, or a pretty decent masking job. A bug got my eye, hold on. Like I said, the one on the front has a really decent masking job, and it looks really good around the barrel. This one, not so much, but it's kind of like that 50-yard thing. You know, like just like the car has like a 50-yard paint job. From 50 yards away, it looks great till you get up on it. But they're gonna do me for now. And tomorrow I'm gonna get out here. If y'all can hear, it's raining. It decides to rain whenever you want to do anything, but you know, oh well, it looks pretty good. And I can't wait to let you guys see them on the car. Anyway, it'll be probably the end of the week before I post this video. And then I'm gonna get to, eventually I was like, well, since I got the car up and the wheels off, I always wanted to paint the brake calipers. So these are what they look like stock. They're all dusty, dirty, brake dust or whatnot. And this is one that I have taped off. So obviously it's another day. I didn't get to shoot the rest of the video. Like I said, somehow my phone ended up in time lapse, but it is what it is. But I just wanted to show you guys the finished product. I think overall it came out pretty sweet. But actually, let me get a better shot. So yeah, that's the finished product. The calipers and the plastic dip. That's it for now with the Miata. I think I'm gonna move on to another project until I find something else I want to do with the Miata. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the Miata, if you like the content, if you want more Miata content, let me know. And hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Out.